Refugee Film Festival, which is coming up, July 18th till 26th, 9 days, 4 venues, 30 films. I mean, so 300,000 people crossed the border yesterday. How has my life changed because of what I just heard? Pretty much it hasn't changed. But when you see a film like our last year's opening film, Refugee All Stars.
The Sierra Leonean people needed a revolution, but not a bloody revolution, not a negative revolution. We needed a positive revolution.
Which is a beautiful film about reggae musicians from Sierra Leone who were forced to leave their country, but they still continued singing. They continued their lives because no matter where you're displaced, I mean, you want to live. That was our film last year, and then the refugees who are musicians, they came to Japan, they performed at Fuji Rock concert. Later, NHK bought the film. Blood Diamond asked for their song to be on the soundtrack. Warner Brothers bought their album for the worldwide distribution. And this is the stories of refugees. This is the story that has not been just successful economically. This is the story that touched and changed people. And that's exactly what our films are. Some are more powerful, some are less powerful, but each of them has a story of a person, has a story of a family that has a lot to share in terms of their courage, in terms of their hope, and in terms of what they went through, their sorrow. Coming and watching our films would definitely help to clear some fears and somewhat of a better understanding of what it is to be a refugee. It's hard to say that, I mean, to call certain films highlights of the program because every film is a special. Yeah. Every film is almost handpicked, and but some films that definitely people should see. Invisible Children, for example, a film that was made by 3 college students from California who went to Uganda and who just went on a journey to discover Africa, and ended up discovering in Uganda there are a lot of children being abducted by the Lord's Resistance Army. And the story is incredible in the way they follow children who hide in basements of hospitals and schools because they're afraid to be abducted by LRA, and their conversations with these kids whose lives are obviously touched by someone's presence, by someone caring, but also the lives of these filmmakers were touched and changed, I think, forever. Another film like Unveiled, for example, which is a German film, it's a very interesting story from Iran, when an Iranian lady has to flee the country because of her sexual orientation. The character in the movie, she flees Iran, she ends up being in Germany, where her application for asylum is denied. And that story would definitely be very interesting. A lot of stories, maybe refugee stories, they would show their country, where they came from, but some of the stories shown where they went to. And a film called Rain in a Dry Land will show 2 years of lives of 2 Somali families, refugee families, as they travel from Africa to the US. And obviously reality in a refugee camp, when you're a Somalian refugee, and reality that you experience somewhere in Texas is a bit different. Every year in July, we will have Refugee Film Festival here in Tokyo. During the year, we share our program with other countries, and also we bring our program around Japan. We had an event recently in Kansai area. More cities are interested in having our event. So it's the film festival about refugees is a traveling film festival. In the words of those reggae musicians, refugees themselves, today we settle, tomorrow we pack. So we move. We move, we develop, we grow, and we share the program, we share the good news, the love, and hopefully more tolerance and understanding.